Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here at 52 Weeks to Prosperous Living. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday, had a chance to spend some time with some loved ones and enjoy the act of giving thanks for all that you have. We all have so many blessings, even in these crazy times. I'm grateful to be able to work here, to work with 52 Weeks of Prosperous Living, to work with each of you and improve your lives, as is Mark. He couldn't make it here today. But we've been getting the question quite a bit recently, why? Why 52 Weeks for Prosperous Living? And more importantly than that, why for free? I mean, what's the catch? So we thought about that. You know what? Let's throw that on a video so people can see and see us talk about our feelings, I guess, a little bit more as to why for free, why the motivation there. And to be honest with you, a lot of it starts with us. It's self-motivated in a lot of ways. We can't do our jobs if people aren't saving. If people are making poor financial decisions, living outside of their means and bounds, and aren't saving for retirement, then most of what we do has no use. If you don't have enough money to protect your family via the products that we offer, then we can't work with you on that matter. And thus we don't get paid. So as well, it gives us some job security, because until you're ready to do something, until you have things in order to where we can actually talk and visit, what's the point? I mean, really, what is the point of talking to you from our standpoint, strictly from a business standpoint? I'm sure you're wonderful people to talk to the rest of the time. So as we looked at that, we thought, man, there's this huge epidemic. The entire country is full of people who don't understand how to handle money, how to invest, how to save, how to budget. Pretty much we're just collecting a bunch of baseball cards in the form of insurance policies and investments, and we don't really know much about them. And we look at how right now the difference between a 65-year-old and older, or a retiree, their net worth versus somebody in that 30 to 40 years old age group is huge. The average retiree has a net worth 47 times that of a 30 to 40-year-old. That's 5 times more than it was back in the mid 80s. And it looks like it's going to continue to grow that route. So we need to do something different, long story short. And as we look at that epidemic, I mean, we're part of that generation. We're not millionaires. We started from scratch. We know what it's like to work your way through school, to pay for your own college while you're going to college, studying on a bus to go take a test, because you didn't have time while you're at work. And, your 2-year-old was crying last night and didn't give you a very good night's sleep either. I mean, we know what that's like. We have families. We have siblings that are struggling. Sometimes we struggle, and so we know what it's like to sacrifice, to pinch pennies here and there, and yet at the same time, we're saving for retirement. We're preparing that way, and we want to give that same opportunity to you. When we take and we look at that, in trying to do that one by one by one, and go through this whole plan and program with each person we would like to, it costs too much to us, and as far as time, gas money, and frankly, most people aren't going to actually act on it. You may be one of those that's going to look at all this wonderful information and do nothing with it. And if that's the case, well, sorry. Hopefully, down the road somewhere, it'll trigger and you'll move forward with preparing for the future. But we're spending a lot of time spinning our wheels, helping people without actually doing anything that we can make money on. Because if we needed to charge them to do it, they didn't have the money to pay, let alone the money to save to actually prepare for retirement. So, we got thinking about it, and this came about. Thought, what, we can do this for free, help people, and it's been a lot of work putting this together, and we continue to work hard to provide good content, good counsel, and hopefully you're talking with your advisors that you have, or that you're willing to come talk with us a little bit in person. And we can help you on a more specific basis. But this will at least give you that solid footing that you need to move forward, to have plans to be able to pay for your kids' college or maybe your own. to plan for retirement, to not leave your family in a mess, to trust somebody other than the government. I mean, really, is that who we want to trust to help us make our financial decisions? If we look at it, I mean, they can't even decide how to cut their own budget. How are they going to teach us how to take care of ours? Or provide for retirement, for that matter, Social Security, great plan. Um, Healthcare is really moving forward now thanks to the government stepping in. So I think it's time that maybe we as individuals take a step forward and do this ourselves. And 52 Weeks to Prosperous Living is here to show you how and hold your hand through the whole thing. So best of luck to you. Hope it's a wonderful week after Thanksgiving, and good luck.